2025 is Joy Baroma!
From a city full of life and promise comes a woman who leads with purpose.
As the eldest among my siblings, I learned responsibility early. That sense of leadership shaped who I am today. And as a host and a consultant, I get to travel to different places and experience different lives of people I get to meet.
Beauty that serves.
And when I'm not working, I'm serving. As an ambassador for different causes, I devote my time to community development. I've also went around the Philippines for projects in disaster resilience and communications innovations.
Leadership that inspires. Empowering the youth. Protecting our earth. Hands that help. A heart that cares. Miss Philippines Earth. Joy Baroma, a queen for the people, a voice for the planet, a Bacoreña, proudly representing her country, proudly changing the world.
As your Miss Philippines Earth Bacoor, I strive for a life lived in service, and I made it my mission to bring joy to the earth.
We are proud of you, Joy Baroma. Bacoor is behind you all the way.
Miss Philippines Earth 2025 is Joy Baroma!
From a city full of life and promise comes a woman who leads with purpose.
As the eldest among my siblings, I learned responsibility early. That sense of leadership shaped who I am today. And as a host and a consultant, I get to travel to different places and experience different lives of people I get to meet.
Beauty that serves.
And when I'm not working, I'm serving. As an ambassador for different causes, I devote my time to community development. I've also went around the Philippines for projects in disaster resilience and communications innovations.
Leadership that inspires. Empowering the youth. Protecting our earth. Hands that help. A heart that cares. Miss Philippines Earth. Joy Baroma, a queen for the people, a voice for the planet, a Bacoreña, proudly representing her country, proudly changing the world.
As your Miss Philippines Earth Bacoor, I strive for a life lived in service, and I made it my mission to bring joy to the earth.
We are proud of you, Joy Baroma. Bacoor is behind you all the way.
Miss Philippines Earth 2025 is Joy Baroma!
From a city full of life and promise comes a woman who leads with purpose.
As the eldest among my siblings, I learned responsibility early. That sense of leadership shaped who I am today. And as a host and a consultant, I get to travel to different places and experience different lives of people I get to meet.
Beauty that serves.
And when I'm not working, I'm serving. As an ambassador for different causes, I devote my time to community development. I've also went around the Philippines for projects in disaster resilience and communications innovations.
Leadership that inspires. Empowering the youth. Protecting our earth. Hands that help. a heart that cares. Miss Philippines Earth, Joy Baroma, a queen for the people, a voice for the planet, a Bacoreña, proudly representing her country, proudly changing the world.
As your Miss Philippines Earth Bacoor, I strive for a life lived in service, and I made it my mission to bring joy to the earth.
We are proud of you, Joy Baroma. Bacoor is behind you all the way.
Miss Philippines Earth 2025 is Joy Baroma.
From a city full of life and promise comes a woman who leads with purpose.
As the eldest among my siblings, I learned responsibility early. That sense of leadership shaped who I am today. And as a host and a consultant, I get to travel to different places and experience different lives of people I get to meet.
Beauty that serves.
And when I'm not working, I'm serving. As an ambassador for different causes, I devote my time to community development. I've also went around the Philippines for projects in disaster resilience and communications innovations.
Leadership that inspires. Empowering the youth. Protecting our earth. Hands that help. A heart that cares. Miss Philippines Earth, Joy Baroma, a queen for the people, a voice for the planet, a Bacoreña, proudly representing her country, proudly changing the world.
As your Miss Philippines Earth Bacoor, I strive for a life lived in service, and I made it my mission to bring joy to the earth.
We are proud of you, Joy Baroma. Bacoor is behind you all the way.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, friends, and the media. Welcome to this very special gathering as we celebrate beauty with a purpose and the inspiring journey of a woman who embodies the true essence of environmental advocacy and Filipino pride. Today, we shine the spotlight on none other than our very own Miss Earth Philippines 2025, Miss Joy Baroma. Together with us, later we will be joined by our Honorable 24/7 Mayor Strike B. Revilla to also cater and gather as well as release informations pertaining our recent and upcoming events and also in support of our Miss Earth Philippines 2025. With this, announcing the arrival of our 24/7 Mayor Strike B. Revilla. Mayor, please join us together with our media personnel and press friends. Before we begin, we'd like to acknowledge and thank our Miss Earth Philippines together with our Honorable Mayor Strike B. Revilla and also our media representatives and friends who supports the Miss Earth Philippines organization in championing the environmental awareness and sustainable living, as well as the empowerment of women. Ladies and gentlemen, the crown is totally at home here in the city government of Bacoor. It is indeed a symbol of beauty, a reminder of our collective responsibility to protect and nurture our planet. Today, she has shown not only grace and elegance, but also courage, dedication, and passion for meaningful causes. Once more, our leaders, our Miss Earth Philippines, together with us for the official press conference from the city government of Bacoor. With this, may we invite Ms. Joy Baroma to hear from you, ma'am, the members to the members of the press, her message and thoughts pertaining the recent conduct of the Miss Earth Philippines 2025.
Thank you very much for that. Again, good morning. Maraming salamat to all our press friends from our Cavite Press Corps, to all our invited media friends, to the students who are present here, and of course, to our 24/7 City Mayor, Mayor Strike B. Revilla, to all the members po of Sangguniang Bayan ng City Government of Bacoor, and to our Vice Mayor, Wena Bautista Mendiola. Thank you very much for holding a press conference for me regarding my recent win po from Miss Philippines Earth 2025. So I'm so happy to share with everybody that we were able to bring home the crown to Bacoor City and to the province of Cavite. And of course, without the love and support of everybody who is here now present, and to all my team, the city government, I wouldn't be able to do this. So maraming salamat po. Again, I would just like to reiterate that this win is not just solely for me, it's actually a win for Bacoor City and a win for the Philippines. So maraming salamat for the support.
Thank you so much, Ms. Joy. To open as well today's press conference, may we hear a message from Mayor Strike B. Revilla in support of our Miss Philippines Earth. Yes, sir. Mayor, kamusta naman po? Ano po ang pakiramdam, Mayor? Kagaya ng sinasabi ng mga press natin.
Akong kakabahan sa iyo eh.
Ako.
But I'm happy. I'm so happy. Nakita natin yung isang nakasama natin. No? Nakasama natin for quite some time. Na talaga namang, I know, na talagang magaling itong ating bagong crown na baka maging ano din to, Miss Universe. Diba? But I'm so happy. In behalf of the city government, congratulations, Joy. At alam ko malayo pa mararating mo. No? Make us proud. Yeah.
Now, thank you so much, Mayor Strike. Now I would like to open our floor to our friends from the press. This is your chance to get to know more about Joy's journey, her advocacies, and her preparations as she proudly represents the Philippines on the international Miss Earth stage. Would like to have the presence of our dear press members, starting with Miss Christina Timbang from Philippine Star.
Hello po, good morning. My question is for Mayor Strike Revilla.
Yes.
Hi, Miss Joy.
Hi.
Mayor, how do you plan to support Miss Joy Baroma, our Miss Earth Philippines, in her advocacy for environmental protection and sustainability in Bacoor City? Thank you.
Actually, we've been doing that, no? So quite some time, no? Lalo na po dito, no? Every year, we celebrate our Earth Day, no? Ito po, lalo na yung paglilinis natin dyan sa karagatan at ilog natin. Particular yung ating pong pagtatanim ng mga bakawan, no? It's been more than 10 years, no? Since 2007. We started that 2007 to protect our environment, no? Lalo-lalo yung mga species natin dyan sa karagatan, no? Napaka-importante po niyan. And madala niya yan, no? Dahil dito, kung mapagtan nyo, tatanim kami ng mga puno. Kaya ang Bacoor, medyo dati talagang ang natanim dito, puro bahay eh. Diba? Bahay at tao. But ngayon, at least kahit papano, we're trying our best na talagang magtanim ng mga puno para talagang maging sandata natin yan. Nakita natin ngayon, bakit tayo binabaha? Isa na yan sa nagiging problema natin. No? Yung pagbabaha, bukod sa basura, kakulangan natin ng mga puno eh. Yan din yung mga kailangan natin gawin.
Okay, thank you po.
Thank you so much. Thank you as well, Mayor Strike. Now let us have Ms. Jade Buhoy from Golden Nation Network.
Good morning, Miss Joy. This is for your advocacy po muna. Bilang Miss Earth 2025 po, paano mo po balak hikayatin yung mga tao na mas maging makatao at mas responsable sa kanilang desisyon para po sa environment?
Thank you very much for that. No, at first, I would like to actually commend po Mayor Strike B. Revilla in reference to the question of Ms. Tina, because yes, Bacoor City and Mayor Strike has been very supportive po when it comes to environmental practices. If hindi niyo po alam, way back 2023 when I'm still with the city government po, I used to host yung mga pagtatanim po natin with the students, with our partner private institutions. So I'm already part of that. And also, we've hosted po before yung isa sa mga segment moments po ni Mayor sa kanyang YouTube channel wherein we actually featured yung mga MRF po natin dito sa Bacoor City. So when it comes to the support, hindi naman po nagkulang ang City Government of Bacoor. And in truth po, actually they have supported po, the city have supported the candidates of Miss Philippines Earth during the recent competition. Dahil yung mga candidates po ng Miss Philippines Earth dinala sa Bacoor City at nagtanim po kami doon po banda sa may Molino 4. So maraming salamat po for the support, Mayor. Now, to answer naman po your question is that I believe we should actually, yun nga, yung sa answer ko dun sa Miss Philippines Earth, we should really evoke yung eco-consciousness. We should change the mindset of the community. And for us to be able to do that, dapat na-incorporate po natin sa mga estudyante, especially within schools, kung paano ba natin mapapangalagaan ang kalikasan. Because if it's not going to be embedded in the minds of young people, they will not be able to carry it kapag tumanda sila. So it's really important na incorporated po yung mga lessons natin, yung mga teachings natin pagdating po sa eskwelahan kung paano mapangalagaan yung kalikasan. Let's say for example, we impose po sa mga schools natin, magkaroon tayo ng mga clean water po sa ating mga schools wherein the students are encouraged to bring their own water bottles. And of course, yung mga maliliit na basura dapat binubulsa natin because if we are able to instill in the young minds kung paano natin pangalagaan yung kapaligiran, it will not be a challenge for us to take care of the planet because it's already been a practice for us. So I believe po we have actually been instilling that lesson po sa mga schools natin dito sa City Government of Bacoor. So I'm really grateful to be part of a community, of a city that champions po that taking care of our planet.
Last follow-up question po, since marami po na umaasa na masungkit nyo po yung corona for this year. Isa-sum up ko na lang po to. First po, ano po yung dapat abangan ng mga supporters and paano po nila makikita yung pagsuporta sa inyo? And meron po bang bagong routine or exercise na ginagawa nyo para makapaghanda sa nasabing contest? And last po, ilan % po or gaano po kayo ka-sure na this time sa Philippines na po ang corona?
Thank you. So we are actually aiming for the 5th crown of the Philippines for the upcoming Miss Earth 2025, which will be held po in Okada, Manila on November 5. So hopefully makita po ng mga tao yung preparations natin because we're not just preparing physically and mentally, we're also preparing po for the question and answer because I believe that Miss Earth, more than any other pageants, they're very heavy on advocacy. So yun po talaga yung tinatrabaho natin. That's why after this press conference po, we're actually hoping to have a meeting po with the mayor kung paano po tayo makakapag-further pa ng ating programs and projects po dito sa City Government of Bacoor. And as well as we also had our recent meetings po with the Senate. We also had our meeting courtesy calls po with other yung mga dignitaries po natin from the Philippine government kung paano po tayo makaka-contribute sa Philippine landscape when it comes to taking care of the environment as well as making projects and programs that will benefit not just the Earth but also the Filipino people. So hopefully the Filipinos will support me in the upcoming pageant po. And if you guys are looking forward to supporting me, magkakaroon po tayo ng mga voting in the future for Miss Philippines Earth. So I hope that I get everybody's votes and I hope that you guys will still be behind my back to support me in this journey.
Thank you so much. Now let us welcome the question from Ms. Margie Bautista from Humanity News and Remate Online.
Good morning, Mayor, and good morning, Joy. My question is, sa pagsabak mo ngayong this coming November, anong specific issue na bibigyan mo ng atensyon sa environment dito sa Pilipinas?
I'm very heavy po on disaster resiliency. Actually, I've been part of the team po that developed po yung MOCOV natin. And we're very proud that the first ever MOCOV po ay na-endorse sa City Government of Bacoor. And the team that was able to develop that was also my team now. And I'm actually working with them close hand para po mailapit din po natin siya sa different LGUs and to national government. And thankfully, our work po talaga was recognized by PBBM during his recent SONA. So before joining Miss Philippines Earth, before joining Miss Earth 2025, we've already been doing works for disaster resiliency because we're really heavy on that. Dahil kung hindi nyo po napansin, during the recent typhoons that we've experienced here in the Philippines, lalo na po sa Bacoor, talagang ramdam na po natin ang epekto ng climate change. So dapat na po, nararapat na nasolusyonan natin ang problema because it's not gonna go away if we're not gonna do something about it.
Thank you po. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much. Now let us have Ms. Jazz Himala from Cavite State University Imus Campus.
So my question po is for Ms. Joy Baroma. My question is, how would you implement your platform of urban sustainability and community-driven waste management? What kind of projects or concepts are in line with your advocacy?
Thank you very much for that. I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful that I'm part of the city government of Bacoor because as mentioned earlier, the city and mayor strike has been very supportive. So it's not really going to be a challenge for me on when it comes to incorporation of the projects that I have in mind. Una-una po, dun po sa ating waste management, I am actually working with Urban Nexus GA, wherein we actually turn po yung waste into a more sustainable items that our farmers, yung mga livelihoods po natin, fishermen, can actually use sa kanila pong livelihood. So that is one project that I'm looking at. Turning po yung mga plastic waste natin into something more sustainable like plastic boats, we have flood controls, yung ating po mga flood control barriers. So we have that project. And another thing is the disaster resiliency. That's one thing. Third po, I'm also planning to actually work with the city government po for our planting, yung mga normal na ginagawa natin. Meron po tayong mangrove farm here in Bacoor that I'm also looking forward po na makapag-contribute in the future because during the Arbor Day, I wasn't able to join. Pero hopefully po, now that I'm wearing the Miss Philippines Earth Crown, I'll be able to work with the city government of Bacoor. So then again, it's not going to be a challenge for me because I have been doing works for the environment ever since po. And with the help of city government of Bacoor, I believe I can further that through the help of the city and of course the students and private institutions. Thank you.
Thank you. Now let us have Roman Marcos Cruz from CAVSU Amos Campus.
Good morning po. My question is for Miss Joy po. Bilang Miss Philippines Earth at isang graduate ng Broadcast Communication, paano mo ginagamit ang iyong impluensya upang isulong ang urban sustainability sa lungsod ng Bacoor?
Thank you very much. I think it's actually aligned with the question of the previous student. But to answer that, since I'm a broadcast communication graduate, a previous journalist as well, so I'm using actually my platform before to work with city government of Bacoor. So whenever we have programs, I host for them, I help with the public releases, I help with every program that we can help with para po mapalawig natin yung pagpapalaganap ng impormasyon when it comes to urban sustainability. And another thing is that way back 2021, I was actually recognized by Armed Forces of the Philippines as part of their challenge of growing 1 million urban gardens in the National Capital Region. So it has already been my practice. Kaya I want lang sana ma-incorporate yung projects and the programs that I've been working on ever since years ago para po mas marami pa pong mga kababayan natin ang matulungan natin. Because it's not just an issue of climate change. It's also an issue when it comes to food sustainability, yung food security natin. And here in Bacoor, I can say talaga we're really at home here because inuuna talaga natin yung kapakanan ng mga Bacooreño. Yes, and I have to agree with the mayor, discipline talaga ang ini-instill natin. It's more than just the programs. It's really instilling lessons and discipline sa mga mamamayan.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much. Question for Mayor Strike. One last question for Mayor Strike daw po. Pertaining, Mayor, to the supports that we will be providing to Ms. Joy Baroma, they would like to ask din po, Mayor, since environmental advocate po ang ating kababayang si Joy Baroma, how would we be pursuing environmental awareness din po sa ating mga kapwa Bacooreño, sir?
We've been doing that, kaya nga yung kailangan natin talaga participation ng taong bayan. Yung support. One is, itong climate change natin, makikita natin, it's been there. Nararamdaman na natin ngayon kung gaano kasama na ang pag-ulan at ang pagbaha sa Bacoor. But ito rin yung kasalanan natin before, and we have to do it. Kailangan yung part natin, gawin natin kahit hindi pa naman huli ang lahat. No, tingin ko, kumbaga, nasaktan natin ang kalikasan natin, nasugatan natin siya. We have to heal it. O paano yan? We have to, tingin ko, kailangan tayo magtanim. Diba? Sa totoo lang, marami ng lupa na dati talagang irasan, bukid. Ngayon, subdivisions na. So, yan ang mga talagang na-contribute kung bakit nagkakaganto sa ating mundo. Kaya nga, napakalaki ng bagay na talagang, for me, talagang ako ang appealing sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan, hindi lang sa Bacoor, no, na talagang dapat mag-manage tayo. We have to be concerned on our environment. Ito, part na ng buhay natin na nakataya rito ang future ng mga bata. Kung hindi natin gagawin yung part natin, maging responsable tayo mamamayan. Magtanim tayo, yung basura natin, iayos natin ng pagtapon, no? Kasi yan yung mga kakasama na nito eh. Kasama na kung bakit tayo nagkakaganito ngayon. Recently, kahit kahapon, mulat, binabaha na tayo. Diba? So wala namang parte dito sa atin. Sa Pilipinas na hindi na binabaha, kahit mga nasa bundok, binabaha. So yan ang nagiging problema natin ngayon. We have to deal, talagang harapin natin head on. No? We have to, siyempre, sa tulong ng ating mga kabataan because we're protecting future para sa inyo to eh. No? Na kailangan natin gawin para sa ating mga kababayan. Hindi lang dahil sa nasa gobyerno tayo. Dapat ang participation ng lahat ng tao. Makasama natin sila.
Thank you, Mayor Strike B. Revilla, and thank you for your support sa ating environmental awareness and advocacy, Mayor.
Siyempre, all that on yan, 101%.
Yes, definitely.
Makasupport tayo dito. And I know she will, malayo mararating nitong batang to. No? And with her beauty and her talent, malayo to mararating. And good luck, Joy. Good luck.
Thank you, Mayor. Maraming salamat po. And of course, to all our media friends, thank you very much for spending your time with us this morning. At thank you again for the support. Again, City Government of Bacoor, Mayor Strike, thank you very much. It is with deep honor and gratitude that I carry Bacoor City with me on the international stage.
Thank you so much, Mayor Strike. Much as we would like to have Mayor Strike with us till the end of the Presscon, but he still has a lot of things to do and has a lot of meetings to attend to. Thank you, Mayor, for finding time and supporting us in this kind of press conference. Thank you, Mayor. May we request a photo opportunity po with Mayor Strike together with Ms. Joy Baroma. Media friends and press, please.
Asenso't kabuhayan para sa isa't isa. Ang kalusugan, kapayapaan, edukasyon at ang kabataan. Sipag at serbisyong di ka pababayaan. Strike Revilla, tunay tapat at totoo.
Thumbs up. Once more, thank you so much, Mayor Strike, for finding time. Even due to your very busy schedule, Mayor. If you are watching and following through our social media platforms, you can see that Mayor Strike has been among our barangays, streets, and main roads. Nag-i-inspection na po ang ating Mayor Strike. Inaraw-araw na po with this. Thank you so much, Mayor Strike. We suppose that we still have a little more questions from our media and friends. We still have questions from our media friends and press. Yes, from this, moving forward, to process out, syempre, ang mga patuloy na advocacies ng ating Miss Philippines Earth 2025 na si Miss Joy. We'll have questions from Roma Gan from Cavsu Imus Campus.
Hello. Ay po, good morning po, Miss Joy. So, ito po yung tanong ko. Ano po ang pakiramdam na ikaw ay binibigyan ng pagkilala hindi lang dahil sa iyong tagumpay sa pageant, kundi pati na rin sa iyong dedikasyon sa ecological causes?
Thank you. Of course, I'm very grateful. I feel elated for me to be able to be recognized by Bacoor City Government, and of course to be recognized as the Philippine representative for the upcoming Miss Earth. But more than that, I think the platform that was really given to me is actually a privilege more than recognition, because on the international stage, we are not actually carrying ourselves. We are not representing ourselves. We are representing a cause that is vital for the improvement of the Filipino people and of the earth. So more than that, I carry more than gratitude, I carry responsibility with me. This title is actually not a privilege. It is an honor. It is a responsibility, and it is actually a task, a role that was given to me for me to fulfill on the international stage, to carry causes that will benefit the Filipino people, and to carry advocacy that will actually take care and, of course, preserve the Mother Earth.
Thank you. Now let us have Hazel Dayo from CAPSU Imus Campus.
Good morning po. My question is, paano nyo po balak makapagtulungan sa LGU and private sector upang mas mapabuti pa po ang waste management systems ng Bacoor po?
Thank you so much for that. During our Green Leaders in Action for Miss Philippines Earth, we've actually discussed yung mga possible projects that we can do with LGU and private institutions. So what we've come up with is actually help with the waste management of private institutions by endorsing it to the local government unit. And the local government unit should have actually an avenue as to where we actually can recycle, upcycle the waste that we have gotten from this private institution and private companies. So it should be a private partnership project between every business, every institution that we have here in Bacoor. So what we plan to do is we collect the waste, especially plastic waste, and then we turn it into something useful. We call it the circular livelihood, or circular economy, kung saan yung mga plastic waste natin, we turn it into bangka that our fishermen here in Bacoor can actually use for their livelihood. So yun yung isa sa mga projects na tinatrabaho natin for the LGU. We are planning to put up an eco-hub here in Bacoor na kung saan meron na tayong sariling waste management facility na nagtuturn ng waste into resource. So that is one of the projects that we're working on.
Thank you. Now let us have TJ Umengan.
Good afternoon po, Ms. Joy. So my question po is, paano mo nakikita ang papel ng kabataan sa mga initiatives na ito, lalo na sa waste management at urban sustainability?
Well, the role of the younger generation is very vital. You are actually the key to improvement, because now what we can actually do is to just voice out all the advocacies, all the projects that we've been working on. Pero the mobilization, the realization of the project lies on the hands of the children of the younger generation. Because we can do, yes, we can do projects now. We can actually mobilize, we can have it realized now. Pero if the younger generation will not be able to continue it, if they will not be able to sustain it, then everything will be put into waste. So dapat talaga ma-instill sa utak ng mga kabataan how important it is to take care of our home. So really, incorporation ng environmental awareness sa school ang susi kung paano natin masusustain yung projects that we have been really working hard on. Because if there is not going to be a continuity for everything that we've been working on, we will not be able to save Mother Earth.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
From CAVSU, Imus Campus, we still have Crystal Velasquez.
Hello, good afternoon. My question is, ano po kaya yung most relevant or timely pressing environmental issue na sa tingin nyo na kailangang i-resolve dito sa Bacoor?
Ooh, that question was asked to me during our intelligence round, and I've answered talaga flooding. Pagbaha talaga yung problema na kailangan nating solusyonan, because not only does it affect the livelihood of our kababayans, it also affects the lives of the people. In what ways? Una, livelihood, because if you are a fisherman, if you are a farmer, kapag bumaha, the crops, yung kabuhayan natin naapektuhan kagad siya, because it affects, once the livelihood is affected, it also affects your way of living. That's why it's really important to be disaster resilient in such a way na makakabangon agad yung mga kababayan natin. Because kung patuloy lang ang pagbaha, paulit-ulit lang din yung problemang mararanasan ng mga kababayan natin. It's actually a commendable action for the Philippine government now to actually look into the issues of flood control projects. Because yung mga budget, yung pondo na napupunta sa flood control projects, talaga ba siyang napupunta sa flood control? Because it's more than just an issue of flooding. It's actually livelihood and life issue. Because yun nga, yung disaster resiliency is not just about being resilient in times of disaster. We have to be able to rebuild our lives after disaster. At yun nga yung na-explain natin. If bumabangon pa lang yung kababayan natin after ng isang disaster and may paparating na naman, they will not be able to bounce back stronger. So yun yung goal natin, that whatever disaster comes our way, hindi tayo nagsusurvive. Dapat hindi tayo naapektuhan ng disaster because there is no such thing as natural disaster. There are natural calamities, pero disasters, naiiwasan siya if we are prepared and if we are actually ready to face natural calamity. So that is one project that dapat pinagtutuunan ng pansin ng gobyerno because if we want to be disaster resilient, then our people should be safeguarded from these natural calamities and not disasters.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. One last question from Dennis Abrina of Manila Times. The question is, what was your inspiration to clinch the crown?
Inspiration really is my mom kasi ang mama ko po as a barangay health worker turned into an ERT team. So part siya ng emergency response team of Rizal. So she was really my inspiration because before we used to fight about what she earns from that job. She's not actually earning. That is more of her advocacy as a person. So that's what really fueled me. If my mom can actually help people even having nothing as a person, then I have no reasons to not help other people as well and to not help advocate for people to have better lives because we all deserve to feel safe, to feel comfortable, and to actually live a life that we all deserve here because we are living in a planet that offers us so much natural resources, and it's such a shame if may isang Pilipino, may isang tao that cannot afford to have a safe home and cannot afford to eat 3 meals a day. So that's really one of my goals as to why I have decided to join Miss Philippines Earth.
Thank you so much. I know for sure that a lot of our friends from the media and the press still has a lot of questions for Miss Joy. Indeed, ayan. With this, ma'am, sa patuloy nating journey towards representing the Philippines sa Miss Earth 2025, any message, thank you, and support that we'd like to ask to our fellow Bacooreños and to our fellow Filipinos watching right now?
Of course, never-ending gratitude to everybody who has supported me all throughout my Miss Philippines Earth journey. And of course, I'm asking for your support once again for the international competition upcoming on November 5 in Okada, Manila. But aside from your full support for me, I hope that you also support Mother Earth. Be responsible on our own. Please be responsible citizens of the country and always take care not just of yourselves but also of the community. You have always been part of Earth. You have always been a resident of the Earth. So I don't see any reason why you should not take care of your home. So sana po, aside from supporting me, support also the causes of Miss Earth. Maraming salamat.
Once more, on behalf of the City Government of Bacoor, thank you so much to our dear press, friends, and media personnel. And once more, congratulations to Miss Joy Baroma, our Miss Philippines Earth 2025.